Alright guys, we're back. We have the new Mishimoto plate, sandwich plate. I just took it out of the packaging. So what I need to do is, I'm not sure exactly how and where I'm going to fit these probes. You'll see here with at least the temperature. See how it goes in vertically? The set wrap one, it was going in this way and interfering here. The threads wasn't even getting anywhere close to locking in. So I'm just finger tightening these because I want to see if they are going to interfere onto the car, and I want to see my orientation. So we're going to put these two together like this. See how they work like that? I guess I could also place the temp sensor here too. Sorry, pressure. This is pressure and this is temp. So I have two options over there. So we have two options, blah, blah, blah. What I'm going to do, I haven't put the car into the air yet because I wasn't sure how this would work. I was sure it would be a better, but I was still, overly cautious after how Setrap set me up with their sandwich plate. So let me go ahead and get that car in the air. I'll offer this up, move the camera so you guys can see, and we can look at options of how I want to put these switches. Now, the temperature one is definitely going to be one of these two ports. Okay, so suddenly it decided to get dark on me. Although the sun went away and it's just clouds everywhere. But let's take a look at this. Let me flip this light over, see if it'll help. I think I have the orientation I want. So if you look here, with the temp probe on the bottom, you get a nice ground clearance. And then we have the pressure on top. Yeah. So let me kind of move that oil bucket away so you can see right there. Let me see if I get another angle. Oh, I can't see the screen, so I don't know if it's in the shot. So I'll go with that orientation. I kind of like that. I still got some good ground clearance. See what thing there? See the connectors and stuff. Oh, scratching everything up. Okay. So, yeah, spin that around. So we're going to go with that. I'm going to take it off and tighten down the sensors, tighten the plate up, put the oil filter back, and I'll connect the connectors. Alright, let's get... So it's going on that way because that's the grommet, and we're putting the temperature probe at the bottom. Put some of the sealant on here. Where's my blade? I don't want to put too much. That's going to really, I don't know, be a pain in the butt to get out. But I want to make sure I put enough sealant that it'll work. Do not use any like pipe thread or anything like that because that actually, I don't know why they ship it with it here, but that kind of, increases the thickness of the threads and would actually kind of, I don't know, mess up the fittings, I guess. It came out a little whitish. There we go. There we go. I mean, it came out a little clear. This is a whole lot white, so I guess it needed a little mixing up. It settled in the tube. That's kind of a lot. I need to pull some off. See if I squeeze the air out of the tube. Okay, there's a big gunk come out there. This sucks. That settled. Okay, let's try this again. Let's wipe this off. Much better looking. Spread it around, nice and good. This was going on the bottom. So we thread this in. Got my 14 here. I don't want too tight, but one nice and snug. Believe that's nice and snug. Get the pressure switch now. It's much thicker coming out now. It's mixed up. Big old wrench for this guy. Okay, that is nice and snug. What we're going to do is remove the tape off of this. And this stuff, if you guys are going to tap and extend and Y or split your factory sensor, don't use any of that tape stuff. Use this sealant stuff, please. That thing's going to crack so fast, dude. That was a glob. Just trying to spread it around some. You don't have to put too much, because when you turn the threads, it kind of spreads around nice and evenly. So like the angle shot there. So you'll see it starts pooling. And then it should get a nice ring. There you go. I don't think I'll borrow a wrench for this size. Yeah, let me go. Be right back. Tighten that up. Because this is aluminum also. You don't want to over torque the darn thing. So we have our plate ready. I wonder if this has any drying time. I don't think it has any drying time because everybody I see that use it, they'd use it right away. Yeah, they didn't really say anything about drying time. So let's go ahead and put it onto the car. So here is the plate. Pressure sensor, temperature sensor, block off, which is for an optional oil feed for turbos. Alright, I'll be back when we got it on the car. Check it out, guys. We're all done. Got the plate in. We got the temp on the bottom, pressure on top. It's right next to the factory sensors. Wires clearing this sway bar. Has a lot of space there. It's coming over into the loom we put last time. So yeah, check it out. It doesn't look that bad. It's nice and sturdy in there, nice and strong. Let's go ahead and start the car up. Come on, camera, adjust. Oh, look at that. They got some pressure. That is not exactly right. I may have to look at the program. But yeah, that's not right. Actually, it is. It was kind of. It may be right because it was kind of high from startup. Yeah, it's coming down now. Okay, give me a sec. I'll be right back. So, I got the program open for the gauge. We want a PSI. In America, we use PSI. Bar is more overseas. Metric is bar metric, or is just, I don't know. So right now it doesn't have a low pressure alarm set. I'm going to set the low pressure for 44. The reason I'm setting low pressure at 44 is another great channel, Motivate DIY. He has a great DIY on how to test your oil pressure. On idle at 650 RPMs, you at operating temperature, so oil is around 80 degrees, you should have a pressure of 15 psi or higher. At operating temperature again, at above 2000 RPMs, you should have a psi of over 44 psi. So I'm going to set the 44 as the load threshold hit program. Why did it change to 43? It can't do 44? I guess it can do 44. That's pretty interesting. Okay, then temperature wise, we want Fahrenheit. We want a bar. I don't want a dot. The bar is like the incremental bar. The dot is a single dot going across. I don't want the dot. I want a full bar. I think these are good. Yellow max, yeah, I think those are good. So I'm just leave it at 250 and hit program. Honestly, I didn't really double check the temperature warnings. What area I should get. I'll have to do that. Update this. But that said, that's enabled. That's programmed now. Also, what I did, since I just changed the oil the other day, and it was a brand new filter. Today, I just took the brand new filter off, put the sandwich plate on. Between the sandwich plate and the block, it's really good. There's really no leak. But between the oil filter and the sandwich plate, there is a degree of seepage, oil seepage. So I don't know if by squishing that initial rubber seal on there, removing it, putting it back on, if it's not sitting right, or it may just have to warm up and seat itself. But I may have to just get a new oil filter just in case. I need to top off the oil. And it's blinking now because it's under so-and-so PSI. Let's go ahead, start the car up, let it get the temperature. Let me disconnect the computer and stuff. So we're not exactly at 650 RPMs, we're a little higher. And we're treading close. This is concerning. We might have some gasket issues, ladies and gentlemen. Because it should be at temperature of 15 psi and higher. I need to top off the oil a little bit because we did spill. So let me do that. Let me back. Hey guys, so we're on a little test ride right now. I gotta wait till I'm outside of traffic. Car's well, good, operating temperature. I gotta double check when there's not too much traffic so I can hold that 2000 RPMs, make sure I get 44 PSI and above on that 2000 RPMs. I forgot that I've read some places that the sandwich plate reads a few PSI lower than the factory sensor. I gotta find some more sources to double check that. Okay, so let's try and hold it at 2K. running a 2K with the sandwich plate. I'm getting about 40 psi. It's under that 44 mark, but like I say, sandwich plates might read a little lower. I don't know. I have to double check. That's what I read a little while ago. I gotta double check. Hey guys, Kevan here from the future, and pretty much checked around with a couple guys from Facebook and forums and stuff like that. There is a small variance with the all sandwich plate, but I was still getting an extremely low reading. At idle, I was getting 6 to 7 psi, and at the 2000 RPM mark, I was getting 39-40 psi. So this definitely tells me that my gaskets are bad, and I'm currently looking for solutions to get it replaced. When the car's driving, I have good psi. I get up to 100 at times. Temperature is really good too. Alright guys, so that's it. That's pretty much how to put oil temperature and pressure gauge in your VQ or G37 in this case, right? To keep an eye on those pesky oil galley gaskets, you know, those lovely things that just want to blow out. You can tear the whole front end of your car out. So that's pretty much how to put that in. Keep on checking it. I will go ahead and annotate, or you'll probably seen that I've already annotated in the video, what I found out about differences in oil pressure at the factory location versus the sandwich plate like we've used. So have a good one. If you like the content, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that bell. Okay, don't forget that bell. Next one should be E-tune video or front end teardown video, replacing those gaskets. Oh, I shudder. Stay tuned. Let's see which one it is.